Forensic genealogy has revealed the name of a man whose body was found south of South Haven 45 years ago. Tonight, we're talking with the people at the lab as they break down the work behind linking the DNA to the body. News 8's Josh Sanchez has more on the story and how one former chief of police is reacting.
45 years after a man's body was found in a smoldering pile of debris, a lab has used ancestry test data to identify him. On Friday, Texas-based Othram Inc. says through work with Michigan State Police, the body of Robert L. McDaniel was identified. The body of the New Jersey man was found in July 1979 by police in Culver Township, who were investigating complaints of garbage being dumped at a dead end on 39th Avenue next to I-196. Retired Police Chief Rick Winans previously told News 8 he was a sergeant at the time when he found the body, along with the then police chief.
Found the body inside the canvas. They had put the tires on top of him and set it on fire. It was completely charred. It was, you could just tell that it was a skeleton.
Clues were limited, as only a Timex watch was found with the body, along with a gold chain with a medallion with the words, "Our Lady of Guadalupe, pray for us," inscribed in Spanish. At the time, the technology available to detectives was limited.
DNA technology in forensics had not even been developed. It wasn't until the late 80s and early 90s that DNA technology came to the forefront in forensics. And that DNA technology, known as STR testing, allows for the development of a very limited, if you will, DNA profile that has about 20 DNA markers.
Colby Lazion is the chief of staff at Othram Inc., a private DNA lab helping with the discovery. He says in 2022, Michigan State Police provided case information and skeletal remains. Then the lab got to work extracting DNA in a process similar to this.
And when you're working with skeletal evidence, as in this case, many times the DNA will be damaged or degraded or available in low concentration or quantity, and that can be a limiting factor for the development of a DNA profile.
Lazion says Othram's forensics-grade genome sequencing can overcome these type of challenges. It then creates hundreds of thousands of DNA markers to develop an ultra-sensitive profile of the DNA. That is then uploaded to a genealogical database filled with ancestry test data that people have allowed police to use. In a phone call this morning, Winans says McDaniel's daughter was tracked down through the process. He says it's great that the family can finally get closure. He says McDaniel spent a lot of time traveling around the United States as a truck driver. While there is now a name to the face, there are still plenty of questions left unanswered. Winans says this is a step forward, though lack of evidence initially, as well as how long it has been since the incident, are going to be obstacles for investigators. Michigan State Police say they plan to discuss the case sometime next week. In the Kalamazoo studio, Josh Sanchez, News 8.